And you are back, you're with us. We appreciate it. This is A1EDU, where we do gun safe reviews primarily. We do a lot of other things. We're locksmiths, that's all we are. We're just common folk. But we talk a lot about gun safes so that hopefully you're out there and you're shopping and you're like, man, I want to learn more, and we teach you more. In this video, we will look at AMSEC's BF2 and the 7240. Let's go over it. Let's talk about the size and the weight and the price and all this stuff. So stay tuned to the end so you'll have it all. I'll try to run through it, I promise. Let's get into the video. We like to start with a little game called What You See in Front of You. Clearly, you cannot miss the stars and bars. If you didn't see that until this moment, turn this off, leave. You're not welcome. Go. So this is American made. It's not just a flag, okay? The stars and bars is a wrap that they offer. This one is actually called the metal flag. I'm kind of starting here because it's the most obvious thing, right? And with that, there are a couple of flag options on the availability list right now. There's a woven flag and there's a couple others. I don't know. This is the one I have in front of you though. So when I start the game, what you see in front of you, I really like to start with dimensions, because now you can tell me, hey, that's too big, that's too small, move on. Let me go find another A1EDU video watch. Okay, so with that, let's go with height, shan't we? 71¼ inch tall. Not bad. This is gonna be 40 inches wide. And the depth of this thing is 26 inches. The depth only includes from the back of the safe to the very front of the safe, right? So just like this cube itself, this rectangle, that does not include your pull handle, turn handle, keypad, external hinges, or the plug in the back that we're gonna talk about. So, because we have all these other things up outside of the safe, when we're talking about the depth, when you're measuring your space, go and give me 3 extra inches. Let's just be safe, shan't we? So we talked about the wrap. This is in the textured black. That's what the body is in. The textured black finish. It's available with one of the flag wraps. It's available in all of the textured colors that they offer. I don't have them with me. I was gonna show you, but I didn't bring them. You get the idea. So the cool thing about the BF family, be it the BF2, be it the BFX that we've done other videos on the channel about, there are other options too. You can get in beautiful high gloss paint colors, and you can mix between a high gloss door and a textured body, or a textured body, textured door, all kinds of different options on the paint. So we're here to learn those things and more. Mostly let's learn about the safe, okay? And then those are all details that you can change out later. With the textured black, with the flag, we do have the polished chrome hardware. Like I said, right here, guys, we've got the pull handle, which is nice because it is a very heavy door. We're gonna talk about why it's heavy in a moment, okay? We do have the 5-spoke wheel to open it. This does have the AMSEC ESL 10 keypad. So, with the keypad ESL, you'll notice right down here at the bottom, it also says American Security, and if you really zoom in on the B-roll, you'll notice the little eagle all in the background. Why? Because that is literally their lock. One of very few manufacturers, is that the only manufacturer off the top of my head, that actually makes their own lock in-house. It's 100% theirs. Yes, that can be swapped for mechanical lock if you prefer. That's doable. Also, in the polished chrome. And of course, I mentioned a minute ago, but external hinges, which allows us to open the door and get a full 180 swing, which is really nice, so you're not claustrophobic while you're getting in and out. We're playing what you see in front of you. I'm gonna come to the door last. I'm gonna start out here, we'll work our way in, okay? Again, you see in front of you, but you don't really know what you're looking at. This exterior steel of the body, not the door, just the body, top, side, back. That is created from a 1/8 inch steel on the exterior. All of this, okay? So here's what's trick. That's only an 1/8 inch steel, only. Stay with me. That is a 2¼ inch thick wall, right? So what happens is you go 1/8 inch steel, then you go their dry light material, which is this very concrete S-type material, and it's got fiberglass and metal chunks in it and things of that nature, so that when somebody's trying to cut through this 1/8 inch steel, then they run into that for another 1.5 inches or so. And then they stop at another 5/16 gauge of steel. Do we have that cool little cutout picture? It's really cool. Kind of breaks it down. So again, it'll show where 1/8 inch steel, dry light material, 5/16 steel. That's what this wall is constructed of. That's what you're getting yourself into right now. You wanted a real safe, right? You wanted that safe that you were worried that nobody could break into, or if they were gonna try, they were gonna be there all day, right? Welcome, because that's just the exterior body. That's hard. This monster, this door, as it calls itself, this is constructed of 1/2 inch thick steel plates. Let's take a look. Now, do me a favor. You came here to learn about the safe, not what's inside of it right now. Be a friend, stay with me, let's get educated, people. This is a solid 1/2 inch thick piece of steel. That's what the entire face of the door is constructed of. So, after that, this right here, this is 11 gauge steel. So in the videos, I often say, good, not great. Well, when it's on the inside behind that, it's really good. This is like a reinforced jam right here. This is like a channel of steel right here going all the way around, and that the bolts work themselves in and out of, okay? So that's also constructed of the 11 gauge steel. So check this out. So we're gonna go 1/2 inch thick steel plate. Then we're gonna go, I think it's 1 inch off the top of my head, 1 inch of dry light material. And then we're gonna slap another 11 gauge steel on top of that. Wowzers. All right. That's fun. I like talking about a lot of really crazy heavy safes. I really do. Something wrong with me. These are 1.5 inches diameter, and they are going everywhere. So we've got them, we've got them on the left, we've got them on the right. The ones on the back are fixed. You'll probably see those in all the B-roll as I go through. Those always stay out, so they're always in the locked position when the door shuts, but then it is these guys doing all the work going in and out so that you can pull the door to, okay? Those are pretty much your key highlight points of security. That's all you kids care about anymore. It's ridiculous. So right here though, let's look at the stickers. First of all, I already said it, but I'm gonna come back to it. This is truly an American made. Yep, this is made on the West Coast. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, this has a fire rating of 120 minutes at 1200 degrees. 2 hours. 2 hours. If the fire was burning, we're good to go. So, do the graph, put a little light out, wait. Hey, if I clap, will these lights turn off too? We'll try. Lights! Close enough. Here we go. Imagine that the fire is burning and it's raging and it's on its way to 1200 degrees. How high does that 1200 degrees go? Right there. So now it's at 1200 degrees. It's just, man, the house is engulfed, let's be honest, in flame, okay? Let's say that it stays that hot continuously for 2 hours. The inside of the AMSEC BF2 7240 behind me will not breach 350 degrees on the inside. Leave it on the screen. 350 degrees on the inside. Okay, here we go. Why is 350? What does that matter? Who cares? That's everything's melting. Nay. Papers, now they're a little different. Papers do not combust until we're over 400 degrees, right? And even the weakest paper is closer to 418. I'm no scientist, but I think that's right. So we talked about the door, we talked about the bolts, so let's get into this mess. Can you guys see this? Let me rotate it. Stay with me. You ready? I don't know if it'll stay. We got it. So again, the external hinges, that's what we get out of that. That gets so I can open the door and show you this. That's actually why they make it. It's for me and the mad scientists to make videos. It's really nice of them, right? That's not why. You do get the door organizer. And with that, we've got all kinds of pockets and zippers and Velcro and God knows what else. So this is, let's start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pistol pouches. They are the Velcro ones. And I get it. We're all a little shaky about that, especially with gun talk, right? These are mine. So I'm a little extra shaky. That's an optic. That's a 1911. These aren't cheap. However, you ready? Not bad. It's full size 1911, right? Not bad. You could buy more pouches and you can do some more of that. So you've got these little guys right here. I don't know what they're great for. I mean, I guess a knife. You put a knife right here. These guys right here, probably good for magazines. From there, yes, there are 2 positions for long guns on the door. I went ahead and put you a couple AR platforms on there so you can get into it. What are these? That's all they are. The Bushmaster, I think, PSA maybe. 300 blackout, 223, but regardless, you can see with an optic on them, a red dot rather, you can see that those go on the butt stocks at the bottom, Velcro holding our barrels right there. Seems to work pretty well. I can close the door, I can open the door, they stay. Again, I still got pockets for whatever else I'm getting into. No, oh, that's my bad. Fire, dual seal protection. Insert this video for me, or this clip. Dual seal, there is a seal, hold on, right here. There we go. There's a seal here that's going to expand 7 times its natural size when this thing starts heating up from a fire, which is around 212, 218 degrees, something like that, up to 257 degrees. It'll start to expand there, and then we've got another seal here as well. So now we've got this dual seal protection back to the fire protection that we were talking about to make sure that nothing's getting in. You're welcome, internet. I remembered that. All right, let's keep going. 1, 2, guns, shelving. Pretty modular interior, 3-tier, 3 bays, 3 sections. I don't know, what do you want to call it? 1, 2, 3. This allows us to move the shelves up and down however we feel necessary or we feel comfortable with. There are extra shelves. I took them out just so I could put these in here. There was 2 more shelves off to the side, not on camera. Now, again, here, I've got just some long guns, whatever array. Well, I can still shove a whole bunch of stuff down there, like an ammo can or 2 or 3. Down here, I went with the shorties. Not enough light in the middle for you, I'm sorry, but we put the KSG and the little Ruger right there so you can see how you can do your SBRs and your other pistols, your shorties or your SBRs, whatever you have. And then again, now imagine if I just took and put a couple of shelves over here, all this paperwork that I have, or my baseball card collection, or my signed Troy Aikman rookie card, or signed football helmet, whatever. I think you can probably tell by now there is some LED lighting. Yes, that is a standard feature in this model. It is a motion sensor. So there's a little motion eye there. So I've got lights on both sides with the obvious mirror in the back if you haven't caught on to that yet. The mirror is there because between the mirror and the lights hitting them, it kind of helps expand the view, meaning it catches some of the light and helps it make it a little bit easier for me to see what I'm doing as I'm getting in and out of it, okay? What didn't I talk about yet? It's a 58 gun safe. So anyway, there's a shelf up here, and as you can tell, I've got it really high out of the way, which is kind of awkward, but I mean, I can still shove a lot of stuff up there. Now, this is your elevated floor, so that as I'm taking things in and out of it, I'm not gonna bang them on the steel because it's really thick and it's gonna put a mark on there. So they elevate the floor. There are 4 holes, so I can bolt it down in place. I told you at the very beginning of the video, when we're making our measurement, we wanna add, because there is power, a cord coming out of the back of the safe. Excuse me, in this case, because we have those LED lights and we have this power strip down here where we've got some USBs and then 3 outlets so we can plug in a watch winder. We can plug in our hard drive. We want to keep those in here and keep them safe from fire or theft when we're out of town or whatever. We have all these wonderful options of that. This monster comes in at 1,991 pounds. And that's what happens when you put all that steel and you put all that dry light material and you put all those things together as giant bolts. It gets heavy. It gets radical heavy. These are fun to install and deliver for people because their eyes are always so big when you take something this big and you put it in their house. It's a lot of fun. So this part's gonna hurt, and I'm sorry, but if you want security and you want protection and you want the real deal Holyfield, it comes at a price, ladies and gentlemen. In this case, the MSRP, right, the highest possible number they can come up with in the world for you, is $17,780. Call me and you won't pay that price, I promise. But I have to tell you, that's what they call the MSRP. So that is your AMSEC BF2 7240. We do appreciate you jumping in, following along. Please like, please subscribe, all those things that the kids do with that. If you happen to notice the cool shirt that I'm wearing, you can check that out on the merch channel. We've got links for it and all of this thing. What is it? A1edustore.com? Sounds right in my head. Again, there's links down there. There's descriptions. Check out the description because we've got links to affiliate codes as well for maybe some other stuff you guys want to look for. So with that, again, Robert, Friendly Neighborhood Locksmith, thanks for watching.